In this video, we're going to take a longer look at how to use the STAR technique in interviews and how to structure your answers using it. The STAR interview method is a structured approach to answering behavioural interview questions that many employers use to assess a candidate's qualifications. STAR stands for situation, task, action and result, and it is a technique that helps job seekers provide comprehensive and concise answers to interview questions. The following are some examples of how to use the STAR interview method. Example 1. Tell me about a time when you have had to work with a difficult co-worker. Situation. The interviewer wants to know about a challenging situation you faced at work. Task. You had to work with a difficult co-worker. Action. You communicated with the co-worker and tried to find common ground. You also tried to identify the root cause of the conflict and addressed it. Result. You were able to resolve the conflict and work collaboratively with the co-worker. Example 2. Tell me about a time when you've had to deal with a dissatisfied customer. Situation. The interviewer wants to know about a time when you had to handle a dissatisfied customer. Task. You had to deal with a dissatisfied customer. Action. You actively listened to the customers concerned and empathised with their situation. You also identified the problem and provided a solution that addressed the customer's needs. Result. The customer was satisfied with the solution you provided, and you received positive feedback from your manager. Here is a more detailed example. Can you describe a time when you've had to solve a complex problem? Yeah, during my previous job as a project manager, we encountered a complex problem that required immediate attention. One of our clients had requested changes to the project scope, which would significantly increase the project timeline and budget. As the project manager, it was my responsibility to come up with a solution that addressed the client's request while ensuring that we met our project goals within the original timeline and budget. I immediately scheduled a meeting with the project team to discuss the request and brainstorm potential solutions. We analysed the project timeline and budget and identified the areas that would be impacted by the changes. Next, I contacted the client and scheduled a meeting to discuss their requirements and expectations. During the meeting, I actively listened to their concerns and explained the impact of the changes on the project timeline and budget. We came up with a few possible solutions, and after evaluating the pros and cons of each one, we decided to propose a compromise. We suggested that we could deliver some of the requested changes within the original timeline and budget, and the rest of the changes could be completed in a separate phase, which would then require additional time and budget. The client was happy with the solution, and we were able to meet our project goals within the original timeline and budget. As a result, we received positive feedback from the client, and our team was recognised for our problem-solving abilities and effective communication. By using the STAR interview method, you can provide structured and detailed answers to behavioural interview questions. This approach helps the interviewer understand your thought process and assess your problem-solving skills, communication abilities, and teamwork skills. Remember to provide specific examples, highlight your accomplishments, and explain the impact of your actions. Airswift are a global workforce solutions company specialising in the STEM industries. To help you find your next job, sign up to our jobs board today. Links to all of this and more in the description.